All you need is a pack of double-sided sponges for these clever household hacks. Make a reusable ice pack by soaking a sponge in a bowl of water. Once it's saturated, transfer to a Ziploc bag and freeze. Place in your lunchbox to keep things chilled. As the ice melts, it will stay contained in the bag. Turn a hammer into a mallet by soaking a sponge and wringing out any excess water. Wrap around the face of a hammer and use a heavy-duty rubber band to secure. Clean hard-to-reach spots in your home by slicing an opening into one end of a sponge. Insert the end of a broom handle and clean high shelves, cabinets, and windowsills. Create a handy bottle cleaner by making 4 slices on the soft side of the sponge, going almost all the way through. Wrap the sponge around any small-handled utensil and secure with a rubber band. And you can use the rough side of a dry sponge to easily remove lint and hair from clothing.
Grab some of your favorite essential oils with scents that are safe for your family and pets. Using furniture felt pads from the Dollar Tree, carefully apply a few drops of your favorite essential oil to the felt side of the pad. Remove your floor vent cover and simply apply the sticky side of the furniture pad to the inside of the vent. The airflow will then blow the beautiful essential oil scent throughout your own home. Our vacuum cleaner always ends up smelling stale after a while. After cleaning out your filter, grab a cotton pad and your favorite essential oil. Place a few drops onto the cotton pad and place this inside the filter portion of your vacuum cleaner. Voila! A fresh scent every time you clean your floors and carpets. A great way to ensure your whole home has a nice aroma in the air is to tackle your furnace. Remove your filter from the furnace and apply a few drops of your essential oil throughout the surface of the filter. Carefully put the filter back inside the furnace for an easy fix to create a pleasant aroma.
Today we're going to talk about some ways to reuse dryer sheets. Let's get started. Place a dryer sheet in the cushions of your couch. This will help your couches smell good and keep your rooms smelling fresh. Fold up a dryer sheet and place it inside a toilet paper roll. This will help keep your bathroom smelling fresh. Use it to leave new sheets smelling wonderfully fresh. Fold up your sheets, place that dryer sheet in the middle of them, stuff them all in the pillowcase. This will keep all your sheets together, but they'll smell beautiful when you take them out and make your bed. These dryer sheets work great on any sort of computer or TV surface. The static electricity pulls the dust right off and onto the dryer sheet. You can also use these to dust any surface in your home as well. Place a dryer sheet or two on the bottom of a dollar store Swiffer mop. Tuck it in, and you can use this as a mop or as a broom to sweep up the dust and debris from your floor. You can add an old dryer sheet to your drawers. Put a dryer sheet in your luggage. This will stop your luggage from smelling after a trip. Use a dryer sheet to sharpen your scissors. When your scissors aren't working well, grab a dryer sheet and rub it against the sharp edges. It'll clean the gunk off and will sharpen them. Do you have some stinky shoes in your home? Cut a dryer sheet in half. Put one half in each shoe. It'll leave those shoes smelling fresh and make those odors go away. Clean a gunky, messy pot. This pot had a bunch of stew and some of it burnt to the bottom. So I fill it with water. I add some Dawn dish soap and a dryer sheet. Now, if it's really bad, you might need to add 2 dryer sheets to it. Let it soak for a good 30 minutes. Go ahead and use the same dryer sheet to wipe out the entire pot and then rinse it all out. While you're at it, why don't you shine the outside of the stainless steel with the dryer sheet as well? Then when you're done with that, you can take that dryer sheet or another one and wipe down your entire sink and it'll polish it right up. You can take an old dryer sheet, get it a little damp, and clean your faucets. It'll polish them right up. While you're at it, go ahead and wipe down your entire sink. You'll be amazed at how it will release any soap residue and other gunk that is just sitting in your sink. Go ahead and toss it in your garbage can. It'll leave those stinky garbage cans smelling nice and fresh. Fill a container with water. Add a dryer sheet Let it sit for a good 30 minutes at minimum. The longer you let it soak, the better. All of the chemical, especially if you use lavender, will soak into the water. Pour it into a spray bottle. Use this whenever you have something stuck to you, like I have this dryer sheet stuck to my shirt. So I simply spray that on and it releases that static electricity. If you have soap scum in your showers, get a damp dryer sheet and rub it against the soap. The ingredient that's on the dryer sheet will break away the soap scum. Once you're done wiping it, go ahead and rinse it off.
Grab some pot holders the next time you're at the dollar store. I picked up 3 sets of pot holders the last time I was at the dollar store, and I have a few projects I want to make with them. First up, I want to use this pretty blue one, but I don't need the loop at the top. I'm going to use my seam rippers to remove the thread until the loop is undone. I don't want to cut off this long piece of trim, so I'm going to fold it over and use a little hot glue to hold it in place. Now I want to fold this into a cone shape. I'm going to go from the corner to corner the long way so that my cone can be a little bit larger. I'm going to roll over the bottom 2 corners until they create a cone, leaving the top part open. I want to add a little bit of trim, so I'm going to use this great plaid ribbon that I have. I can now slip in a set of silverware and they're going to fit perfectly. This makes my place settings look so much prettier when it's time for company. I'm starting by removing the loop, and then I'm going to glue it into the cone shape. I'm going to use a little bit of lace to trim this one up. I can hold it in place with the hot glue, and then I'm just going to tuck the ends under the opening around the top and around the back. Since I want to hang this cone, I'm going to use the same lace to make a little loop on the back. Now I can slip in my scissors and the other things that I use daily. This is the perfect little place to get these things off my counter and hung up neatly where I can easily get to them. I want to use this great feather pot holder and add a button to start. To find the spot where I need the button, I folded the pot holder over and brought the loop to the front. Now I know exactly where I need to place the button. With the button in place, I want to add some pouches inside so that I can store little things in them. I'm going to use clear sandwich bags and my hot glue gun. I want the bags to open on either end, so I'm running a line of hot glue down the center of the pot holder, and now I can line up the bag with the end and then stick it right down into the glue. After the glue is dried, I can trim off the bottom of the bag, and it's still going to stay sealed because of that line of hot glue. I'm going to add 3 more bags the same way so that I have 2 bags opening at each end of the pot holder. To finish off the center where that glue is, I'm going to use a strip of burlap ribbon to just cover it up. I'm going to make this one into a little sewing kit, but there's so many things that I could use this for. It's perfect really at home or for when I travel. For my last project, I'm going to make one more thing out of the pot holders. To start off, I've got this dish towel and I want to add a little dab of glue to the fold line in the middle. With the towel glued, I'm going to fold over the pot holder and glue the fold of the pot holder to the fold of the towel. You can also see that I've already added a button the same way I did for the last project. Once this glue has dried, it's that easy and it's ready to hang. I love this type of towel. They're so great to have in the kitchen and are so handy. I hope these projects have inspired you to grab some pot holders and see what you can do with them as well. The possibilities really are endless. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Home Talk. I'll see you next time.